I think yes. Hi guys, I hope you can hear us. Hey, so hi, myHQ family. We are here with Aanchal and to talk about what is Aanchal doing and what is rented pay. You might have seen a lot of promotion that we guys were doing on our channel. So rented pay is India's first monthly fashion subscription, which provides you various kinds of fashion wear, accessory wear to everything that you demand for, like which is everyday need for in terms of fashion, lifestyle, and everything. So coming back to, of course, the importance of having a community respective of the product, service, and that cannot be understated. And having a strong community helps in, like, having a brand loyalty. Apart from that, having a growth, and amongst all these things are, like, just play a bigger role when you try developing a community. So today, as I said, that we have Aanchal Saini, who is joining us for this particular AMA session, and she's going to share some growth hacks and some points that we're going to discuss, which will be all about importance of community building and how you can grow it exponentially. So getting on to a little bit brief about what Aanchal is currently doing. And so we were having a quick chat before this entire session that how this like Aanchal got into this. To give you a little background about Aanchal, so Aanchal Saini is the CEO and head of business at It BAE, where she's been the stellar force behind spawning and conceptualization of It BAE. She is responsible for running all the facets of business right now, from even procurement to business development. Apart from that, her unique inputs, so that we're going to discuss what all of them are. And apart from that, she brings a lot of passion and commitment driving the team. And prior to this, she was practicing as a lawyer, and she was one of the founding members of Delhi International Arbitration Center at Delhi High Court. So I would want now, Aanchal, I guess I spoke a lot. So Aanchal can also speak about how Reddit is and how this entire the idea struck you, and how, like, this even meaning as small as Reddit was there. So if you can help us out in understanding.
Thank you, Nalini. Thank you for the grand introduction. But honestly, the crown you wear belongs to your entire team. So all this is not just my own work. My partners have worked really hard, and the entire team is fantastic.
That's great.
So how did we start? Why did we start? Was I understood that statement, my closet is full, yet I have nothing to wear, because I was one of them. And every single person, in fact, be it a man or a woman who loves outfits, can understand this.
True.
I think we've come beyond that. Only women love clothes. Men also love clothes.
Yes, yes.
So your mother's saying you have everything in the cupboard and still you're shopping more. That I could understand.
Yeah.
And also could understand that feeling, that fantastic feeling of wearing a new outfit just lasted for the first time only.
Yes.
So I was genuinely one of them, even if when we have a party at home and the day I'm doing starters, I'm prepping the drinks for the evening, the house would just find me missing at 5 o'clock. Gari nahi hai, Aanchal nahi, where is she? Has gone to the mall to get a new outfit. I would just wear it for that evening, and then I would not like it.
Yes,
so and obviously everybody, a lot of issues, like you don't like to ask your friends for outfits. Some people do also, but it's not, you can't do it all the time.
And plus size issues.
Size issues also, of course, yes.
Yeah.
So we thought that there's a need. There's definitely need. And so in my mind, when we started this, I was thinking of renting westerns and accessories, clutches, jewelry, all those things only. But of course, ethnics, you cannot do a renting business without ethnics.
Yeah.
And ethnic is not, we are not the first ones renting out ethnic outfits.
Yeah.
There have been many players in the market. And yes, we've been one of the first ones doing it in a very niche way.
Okay.
So there has been unorganized ethnic rental market, and most of the shops have been like, you would not like to enter those stores. They did not have no labels, no brands, no sanitization. All that was a problem.
Okay.
So what we are doing is we're renting out designer labels. So we are not renting out just outfits, we are renting out designer labels and brands. So from luxury brands to popular brands to designer labels. That's what we do. And asking about how did the name stuck?
Yeah.
So obviously, when we started the business, we were not aiming to initial our instant customer was the youth.
Sure.
So that's how the name came. So it has to be something which is catchy, fancy, people would remember, so that they just stuck.
Even I specifically liked how you guys have used the alphabets in your logo, where like you can make out this is R and B.
This is the entire team's effort. With the logo, we had so many of them, so many designs, and we worked on the logo really hard because this is something which will stick with us for the rest of our lives.
Yes, and I think that is what we guys can also take up as like what is the entire role of how logo plays and how the naming of a brand comes, because that helps in making the community really strong. I think because I feel like if you say about one community word that we can give out to anybody who is your user, I think it will be my base or like my rented base.
That's true. In fact, we used to call a baby diary and all that.
Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. So getting on to like of course, I spoke to you about, and I asked you actually how the idea struck you down, which was about like basically the entire cry of like having to wear that kind of right set of clothes for every function is just there. Getting on to like because I was reading about you and I got to know that your life partner is your business partner as well.
That's true.
And I was just wondering about it, like how to make that move, like like sometimes it's kind of like a very big decision in terms of you are just not like having a personal relationship but getting work also.
I think it's way better. Now we fight for relevant things rather than you just find irrelevant stuff. It's nicer like that.
Okay.
So when we thought about this, so you need a team. You can't do anything. I'm a lawyer by profession.
Yeah.
I understand business. I don't legal. I understand. I take care of the business.
Yeah.
Strategies, technology.
Yeah.
Other things, processes. That's not my domain. So obviously, I partnered with three wonderful guys. My husband is Ricky, then his brother is Karan, who's the CTO of the company, and then there's Amit, who handles strategy.
Okay.
So these three pillars, these guys have been just my pillars. Yeah, I boss around with them, I really bully them, but it's four of us who really run the business. Yes.
That's interesting.
And thankfully, I get all the glamour and attention.
Of course, that's the best part.
Yeah.
So getting on to the first question, actually, I was just thinking about while like the entire finding out which topic I should like pick up, because by doing this AMA session is something that we do it with most of like eminent people in the industry where we can just like ask or solve the queries of our community.
Yes.
Where and also solve big issues like sometimes they are small issues related to branding or like small as community also, but they are struggling with them. So as a bootstrapping company or like a bootstrapping startup, and apart from that growing onto that stage, I think community really helps. So what I was thinking that specifically how relevant community is for anybody, like currently at this space where either you are in bootstrapping period or you are a very well established brand. What do you think is the relevance of community?
I think these days things have changed.
Yeah.
When you talk about business, it's not just one page advertisement on the newspaper and you're done. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
You have to stick by the people. One person, one customer, orders, reorders.
Yeah.
So community helps it. You have to really be in touch with people, update them about new things.
Yeah.
In fact, this time it's the age when you have to be very transparent in terms of business. So whatever back-end operations also you do, you have to be very transparent about those things. At least especially in our kind of business, where rental was considered to be a taboo maybe.
Yeah.
So hygiene and all those things have to be very transparently placed before the users.
Sure.
And how will all that happen? Only when we build a set of people that we're interacting with all the time, and slowly and gradually we earn that confidence.
So. That is there. We've got one question I think from somebody. It's Vineet Sagar who is asking, what was the hardest part in your journey?
I think the hardest part was educating women about the newfound ways of renting. So there were a lot of players which had come and they left also, and they're not there in the in the phase at the moment. And the reason is either they were out of patience, or they did not have the bandwidth to stretch through.
Sure.
Because educating women was the biggest challenge.
Okay.
So how did we educating them about renters? How did we overcome that?
Okay.
Top service, top-notch service. No compromise in the service.
Sure.
So once a woman orders,
Yeah.
she feels the products. She understands, we keep them clean and the service is top-notch. Plus, see, to stick by the millennials, you really have to make them understand. See, India is a community where you can tell them how to save money and people will be in for it.
Yeah.
But we struggled through a lot. We struggled, like, it's been 2.5 years. And I think now I see a lot of difference in terms of mindset change when we started and now. That I see a tremendous mindset change, which is amazing.
Also, which, because as you mentioned about, like, you face some issues while making this entire community, and like making people move from the entire stereotype of, like, I have to be digital, I can't buy, like, I don't rent clothes, okay? So like that kind of common language and usage of, like, that I don't usually rent out clothes and, like, I own them. That kind of stereotype was removed. I was just thinking of that, like, you guys are present in 11 cities right now, and those 11 cities must be having different languages. 12 cities. 12, I'm so sorry. 12 cities right now, and you guys must be catering to, like, different audience who must be having different languages. There, the culture must be different. Like, I can surely understand that North would have a different kind of, like, likability versus down south. If you go, there will be different kind of likeness towards a certain kind of product. So, like, how did you manage that, like, the vernacular issue also that you solved, and apart from that, you still thought of, like, going geographically expand yourself? So how did you solve this?
Second, vernacular issue is not a problem at the moment because most people communicate in English.
Okay.
So that's really not a problem. Even if they speak the local language, at the moment we are working on that, but at the moment our customer care is just English speaking.
Okay.
But anyways, we will overcome the problem. The moment we start getting super orders from South. Right now, our northern belt is doing very well. Bangalore, the city Bangalore, is doing very well, and it's okay. The problem is not that much.
Okay.
And secondly, you're talking about categories. So we're always experimenting. So how we build up our products, it's just user base.
Okay.
Our data is collected from our user base. So customers tell us what they want and we build that.
Okay.
So it's very clear that when we started only women, we started with women. Then we had men clients, men's wear, we started men's wear.
Okay.
Then we had a lot of clients, western dresses, people ask for a lot of blacks. So now if you open our western section, it's all full of blacks.
Okay.
So we just make collection as per our demand.
Okay.
So we have the styling assistance, which is at the website.
Yes.
There's a pop-up window. You can talk to our stylist. You ask questions about what you have and all that. So data tells us a lot of things. So we just work on the data. Supposedly now there's some demand for saris, silk saris. So we're experimenting with a few lot at the store. Let's see how it moves on. If it works out well, we just add the entire category.
Okay.
So it's not that difficult, people ask demand and supply load, that kind of a thing. So we just build like that.
Okay. Getting on to, so there was, I was thinking of one question that we received, which is, how can you build an inclusive community, and, like, what is the role, like, where are you going to have, like, which portal are you going to say that this is my community? Is it Facebook, or is it like social media platform is my exact community, or like, my actual customers who are my repetitive customers are my community which I can rely on? And so, like, what's your stance on this?
See, our focus is totally on both right now. It's social media as well as existing customers. And since we've just getting into the omni channel, we're doing a lot of stores. So a store, every person who visits us, that has to be developed. The relation with the customers have to be developed there.
Okay.
So we're doing like a mix of both. But when you talk about social media, if you want me to bifurcate, then at the moment Instagram is more interactive than Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook is something that everybody, I feel that from our perspective, Instagram is more interactive. So we get to talk to our customers a lot on Instagram. stories, people talk, people ask questions, we reply, and sometimes even people want, I don't know how, but that's how we get the most users and new users also. And Instagram hashtags work really well, really well. So when you do hashtag daily rentals, subscription rentals, through the hashtags only so many posts come in, people inquire. That works very well for us. And yes, we pay a lot of focus on existing customers. We do our best to make them happy.
That's great. So we received one question from Mahesh, who is asking that which platform is the best part, or the best to be chosen if somebody has to build a community.
You asked me about social media?
Largely.
See, it is very phase driven. Like maybe 2 years ago, Facebook was the in thing. But these days, you have to be more active on Instagram than Facebook.
Okay.
So it's very phase driven. So if you're doing it right now, go for Instagram. Instagram is a must for you, and then other things can, of course, be there.
Okay. There are a few questions that just been asked by Mayank. How did you get the earliest members of your community?
That was in fact that time we had a lot of promotions, mostly amongst friends and family, because they are the first rescue who come to your rescue.
Yes.
So I really spoke to a lot of my friends who loved the idea. Like, see, whenever you're talking to people, like talking to 10 people, 10 on 10 would say, oh, it's really nice. But when it comes to using your service, not all of them would use it. So, but for me, a lot of my girlfriends started it.
Yeah.
They started using the products. In fact, first customers, when we launched the product, June was the month when we launched the product. It was a beta launch. So June, July, we just worked among friends and family, which getting leads, and you just making our system stronger.
Yeah.
So June, July worked very good for us to get new customers as well as understand the systems.
That's great.
Not new customers, our first customer.
Okay.
So friends, family, yes, and of course word of mouth helped. Friends, family, at least they spread the word around. So that's how it happened.
And I missed this. Somebody called Priya Raj. Please tell Aanchal ma'am to pinch your nose. It's a request, challenge request.
I can just do it.
Oh my god. Okay. So that's another question that we have from.
Pinch your nose. I hope you read that correct, right?
Yeah, pinch your nose, like maybe mine or yours, I don't know. So yeah, given there is a lot of taboo and stereotype around renting clothes, so how do you overcome this challenge at Rent It BAE and get people to talk about it on social media?
Okay, so firstly, I'll tell you phase wise. Initially, people used to rent, and when we apart from the friends and family phase was over, we genuinely had a lot of customers. So people used to rent, but it was difficult for us to get their pictures for client IDs. It was impossible in fact.
Yeah.
Somebody is renting out a Chloe sunglass, and they would not want to tell others that they're renting it out.
Yeah.
So it was a problem initially, and at that phase we also kept it like a secret. It's all right. But when you talk about the millennials now, and in fact, I'll come to that. You have to ask me a question about who's your target audience now. I have a big answer for that.
Okay.
So, but when you talk about millennials, they don't care. It's a vacation. They live in a very short span. See, if I ask people how many of you guys invest in gold, nobody, right? So everybody is living for that one moment, and they don't mind flaunting.
Yeah.
And also, we felt a little that Northern India audience is a little different than the Mumbai and that kind.
Yeah.
It's like that. But I think now the taboo is not there anymore. People rent and they're okay to tell each other that it's rented.
I think that the reference also kind of go like, where did you get it from?
So what I'm wearing is rented. I got it from rented.
That's nice. There's another question that we have here. What did you do to ensure diversity in the community?
Okay. Now I'll answer that.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I want to just add one more point to Vinayak's question.
Yes.
That adding a lot of categories brand-wise helped us.
Okay.
See, if you're wearing a Jimmy Choo, if you're wearing a Zara, if you're wearing an X designer, if you're wearing any labels, you're wearing Shantu and Nikhil, and renting it out, it's kind of cool, right? You're wearing it and you still haven't spent that big bomb of money. So
I was just
start talking about it.
I was just was wondering about how the entire Sabha thing was anyways going, and whenever it's Bollywood shadi, any Bollywood shadi, this is like the entire thing goes out about Sabha and the designer label. So I think yes, this must be the season then.
This is
Wedding
the
season.
People start season started like 2 months ago and goes till April. So this is the entire wedding. Everybody's been doing us.
Okay, okay. There is Harshita who's asking, do you have any plans for store in Noida?
Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon.
Okay.
Not in Noida, but we might have one in the south side.
Oh, okay, okay. Vineet Sagar is asking, how does it feel to have your life partner also as business partner? Vineet, we have answered this question.
It's pretty cool. As I said, that we fight for relevant things now.
Like we initially answered it. But okay, getting on to another question that we have. Yeah, actually, I was just having some few funny questions also for you. So how, like, you must have worked with many brands, and of course, procurement of getting those brands on board is like, maybe a fight or not. But which one is your favorite? Like, that one is the best brand that you like, kind of love it.
I can't name it, I think.
Okay.
No, I don't think, I think, as I told you, I'm also somebody who's not obsessed with only things that I possess. I always like new things, always. So something new comes in and I'm in love with any new product.
Okay.
And asking about challenge of getting brands on board.
Yeah.
Yes, initially our first chunk when we started the business, we obviously did not have tie-ups then. So the inventory was bought by the company. So the entire first chunk we bought. Then we started collaborating with designers. And slowly, now shared economy is booming. Everybody knows it. Designers, brands also want one foot there, but from their store they cannot do that. If I'm a designer, I cannot rent and sell through one store. It's kind of unethical. And otherwise maybe they'll kill their own sales. So we were a good wing for them to, experiment and rent out.
I think this way there's more sales also. Like
there's more sales also.
That you going to reach out to more people.
Yes.
And
so apart from the monetary revenue part, of course, brand love, brand value.
Yeah.
You're at a portal where everybody is looking for designers and brands, and your name is there.
Yeah.
And some people think it otherwise also. Like a lot of Western designers that work with us, they collect a lot of data from us.
Okay.
They've launched 10, 20 samples. They first they launch something and they send it to us, and they collect data. What's renting more, what's renting less, and accordingly they build their own collection. Yeah, and what colors are going well.
True.
That also helps us.
Yes, that's interesting. So we have we received actually a question from a user and who's a community member called Rashi. Rashi is asking that if a new brand wish to grow and in the community, and apart from that, like want to have an engaging community, what are those examples that one should learn from? Like if let's say Airbnb was like a new concept, and again they were reaching out to more people. So any examples that you can give, which was helping out you as well in terms of making that community strong, so anything like that?
See, whatever you're doing, firstly, as I always say that your service has to be top notch. Top notch service, and believe me, a lot of personal attention can be easily given when you're starting, because then the problem of scaling and having 10,000 customers is not there. You have 10, 15, 20 customers, right? So it spreads like how the MLM plan works. Your customer base would also spread like that.
Okay.
So you really need to give them personal attention. Any problems, go solve it yourself. Be there, understand them, get videos from them, use that content and build your community.
Okay.
That's how it helps. Like we did that.
Okay.
It worked pretty well for us.
That's nice. We've got Akriti who's asking, can influencer marketing be an effective way to grow the community?
Yes, it is. But influencer marketing is a very good way of growing it. But make sure that you're connecting with correct kind of influencers. Your target audience and the audience that they are influencing need to be same. That's it. That's all you need to be very sure of.
Okay. So how did you manage your influencer strategy also?
See, what we do when we connect with any bloggers, so our team just spends like at least an hour or 30 minutes, half an hour studying their profile.
Sure.
So when you study their profile, you would just read out the comments and by what kind of people they're commenting, age group, target audience. So if somebody's just if there's a fashion blogger, so if people are asking her questions about where did you get the outfit, that's an act blogger for you. Just go for it.
Okay.
So that's it.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you just need to do a little more research than just see you this much followers, let's tie up with the person. Don't do that. Just do a little research.
So like a proper seeing whether how much the engagement is also taking place on their post.
Yes. And what kind of engagement? What kind?
Okay,
That's
okay.
also important.
Okay, that's great. Then we have WebHub. WebHub is asking, what did you need to get in order to raise capital? Any other advice on fundraising for startups?
I'm not the correct person to be advising you on that, though. We've also recently in talks and we'll be raising our first round. Uh, so I think just work on the business. If your business is doing well, you have margins, you're paying customer, you're doing well, you'll get the money.
Sure. WebHub, for this question, we are like, taking it down and we were to reach out to more people and will help you out in terms of solving this one. But for anything related to community and community building, you can just ask right away. Apart from that, we've got a question from Swati who's asking, how can you encourage user generated content from members of community?
User generated content.
Yeah.
See, as when I said that, when we meet our customers in delivery time, pickup time, we usually try and get a video from them.
Yeah.
How did they like the service?
Mhm.
So they'll give a good feedback.
Yeah.
That helps. That really helps.
Okay.
That kind of content. You try to
Okay.
get pictures from them.
Okay.
And you tell them, what about the small video you made in the outfit, to send it.
Okay.
So that's how you help. It's the best way of marketing, I feel.
Okay.
When your customer is marketing for you and then you put it on your social media and it's nice.
What do you think is more like, effective, like going offline and asking for this, or like, just digitally connecting with them and then like
See, offline when you're in the initial stage of business, and
Yeah.
then of course you have to come to digital. You cannot be asking offline all the time. It has to be
Yeah.
digital, right?
Sure.
Otherwise, you will not be able to get too much contact. And depending on what kind of business you do, right? Because for us, it's a very personalized delivery system. We go to our customers, we deliver, we pick it up. So it's easier for us to get it. So depending on what business you do, if you can get in touch with the customer, do it. Otherwise, digitally, of course.
Okay. So we have a question from Azhar. Azhar is asking how to incentivize core community members as a Slack, as a SaaS platform.
So referral discounts,
Yeah.
repeat user discounts, you should be offering that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you do, right? Incentivize them like that. Then, of course, your core community members are somebody who are following you, so you educate them about things. Like for us, styling tips. We keep telling them winter styling, this styling, what's in, what's out, and we have assistants available over how we can dress up with what and what's going to be connecting with what. So it works pretty well.
That's interesting. Also, I was just thinking of like why because some other just asked this question. I was thinking of is there any like a certain kind of if you are dealing into a certain kind of industry, for example, you are currently working for fashion and lifestyle. If somebody is into the home decor brand and like, doing the decor branding for some like is just business is all about decor and like how can they build a community? So is it going to be different from industry to industry and business to business?
Yeah, it will definitely be different from industry to industry, business to business. But of course, they can build up by adding value to. See, whenever I'm on the internet, I'm usually looking at things which I want to know about, right?
Okay.
So if they're doing a home decor brand, so of course promoting the product has to be their aim. But these days direct promotions don't work anymore. So if you tell them, okay, this is the thing I'm selling and this is this much, people don't. It's become. Probably it's just not the scene which happens now. So it has to be indirect promotions.
Okay.
This is what you've done. This is how the house looks like, and these are the options. These are the wall options you can do. This kind of promotion would probably work. And here I'll tell you another thing that we did.
Yeah.
One of our real good campaigns was Pami Auntie. You can watch it online.
Okay.
Pami Auntie, there's a Sumaya Pasricha, the actor. You've heard of Sumaya Pasricha, the actor who turns up makes a towel on her head and the glasses and put a face pack and talks in Punjabi.
Yes.
So we did a campaign with him, like a marketing campaign.
Okay.
And when we approached him, that time, this was almost 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. So when we approached him that time, he said, I'm somehow jinxed that any paid campaigns don't work very well for me. So just think about before you do it.
Okay.
And because he was charging some money also. So he said,
Yeah.
you think if you want to do, you're sure about this.
Okay.
So, we worked out, me and my team, we sat down and we understood why. So the reason was, see, if he in a video just mentions rented by 5 times, only I will like it. Nobody else. Nobody else will want to watch it.
True.
So we figured out this element is funny. So we cannot take out the funny part out of it.
Sure.
So funny has to be there. So if you watch the video, so he just talks about rented by just once. Okay. So we helped, we worked together on the script.
Yeah.
And we made it funny. And it went viral. And a customer care was ringing for continuous 48 hours.
Oh my God.
So you need to think about these things. And see, now how do you make a community?
Yeah.
Okay, I start a business. My first set of people in my community would be my friends and family who are supportive, we're doing this. But how would you expand?
Yeah.
You have to reach to the masses. For them to know that something like this exists, and if they're interested, they can come join in hands. And these are the ways that you have to do it. Initially, you can't think of putting huge billboards and putting your advertisements. That's not the budget. Nobody works on that budget.
Yes.
So you have to think about other ways. Like for me, this helped. My target audience and people who listen to him are the same. So they were the same.
Yes.
So you have to figure out your area.
That's interesting. We have a question from Brinda. Brinda is asking, how can you ensure long-term retention of users, especially the ones whose engagement is reducing?
See, long term, of course, as I say, service has to be top notch, 100 times repeated the same thing. But yeah, new categories, new stocks. Now we update our stocks every 10 days. We try to do it. And otherwise 15 days.
Okay.
So you need to add new stocks, keep them engaged. You know how people are. It's an online business, but it's like offline. You go to a store, you say, "All naya, kuch nahi aaya." So everybody, they want something new coming in.
Yeah.
And new has to be according to the season, not ethnics. So we are adding a lot of ethnics to the collection.
Okay.
Every time person comes to the store, also they see new stuff. And again, long term, you have to provide them service in terms of not just product service, otherwise also. So fashion styling is available. People can talk to us, ask our stylists what will match with what. I have a pair of heels. People now have a pair of heels and they want to match the outfit and accessories with that. So we are available for that. So we answer all sort of queries.
Sure. So I guess the timeliness is super important when it comes to having a proper retention happening there. So it's timeliness of your products and availability.
That's true.
That's good. There's another question that we received from Anuj, who was asking there's a build-up of two questions actually. So how can the community increase the loyalty among customers?
How can the community increase the loyalty amongst customers?
Yes.
See, community again. What is the basic element that you're in touch with them all the time? So when you're in touch with them all the time, you are there in their head. So that's how people will interact and will come back to you again and again and again.
Yes.
But to answer all the questions that you get from wherever you're building a community, maybe it's Facebook, Instagram, wherever. You have to keep answering questions.
Okay. So building up to that particular question only, there is a community member Anuj who's asking us how to increase audience when you are a new brand, like a fresh brand who is working on getting community. Of course, you answered it earlier also, which is all about getting your relatives, like reaching out to your first-hand people. And they'll be helpful.
See, increasing community, how can you do it? You have to obviously service to some people first and make sure they like it. And then you have to make them spread the word, which is a difficult task. It's that difficult.
Yeah.
Even if it's about your friends and family, even if your friend, you tell them, tell people about, they don't do it, right? It's kind of pressurizing people to do it, spread word for me. So you have to think about different ways. Like initially when we talk about Kami Auntie campaigns, and then of course we associated with what was going on recently, like when the movie Padman came, we did a campaign on that. That time we were delivering free pads to women if they required, delivery boxes. So anything which comes recent is there, just be associated with that. And think about new and different ways, because as a startup, as a new person, you will not have a lot of marketing budgets. So you have to think about new ways.
Sure. There is Karthik who's asking us, what metrics do you track to measure community growth?
Of course, our numbers and online, of course, your business.
Okay.
If you have good community, your business will grow, right? Number of orders will grow, your number of registered users will grow, and that's a direct. It's not a big math. I think you can just you understand that this is the month that these. For example, Instagram, we had these many posts, these many videos. This is something that we knew we did, and proportionately, what was the increase of our user base and app downloads and all that. So every activity we do, we measure a reaction to that. So you know whether it's working or not working. For example, initially when we launched, we did a lot of college campaigns that did not work very well for us. But again, when I say for a startup, fail fast. Everybody says this, and it's true. So be smart though. Don't try everything, but pata nahi chalega, so don't do it. So here we started doing a lot of campaigns with colleges, but we worked there for 2 months and we understood no growth is happening. Here, stop it. Work on something else.
Okay. There is Manoj who's asking the role of offline and online interaction. Does having an offline component makes it easier to scale or grow communities?
It's again dependent on the business kind. Like for us, it's fashion, it's ethnic wear. So it's a omni-channel for us. We started stores, and that's working well for us because people want to try it. It's a bride, she wants to try out at least once. So even before we had the store, we had a styling session. We had a styling studio. So we used to do styling sessions also there for our bloggers and all that. Plus we used to entertain our users, customers. They would want to come for trials, so we would fix appointments and have them over. So that was a very personalized service. Again, service. So how did we start that also? We were just doing online, and a lot of customers wanted to come over for trial. And it's like wherever you are, you just come there. So we made our existing office that we have. We still have the same office. So we made a small area, we interior it properly, and we trial in there. So we started having trials there. So what a person would want to do is like she likes. We tell them you book 7 outfits that you like. We'll arrange them there. 7 come from customers, 7 our stylist would arrange for them. So 1 hour specific appointment, a customer or their friends, one person per session. So our conversion rate was 100% there. So it was brilliant. So anything that you again demand happens, you have to at least test it how it works. So styling session, the styling studio was doing so well that instead of the styling studio, we opened a store now. So we have a big store.
Which helps me, and of course the research adds up to this. That how was your experience in setting up the first AI store? Like I was reading about it, and like previously also I worked on how offline setting up and how AI can actually help the offline business, and the entire hit, which is all it's been said that e-commerce is giving a proper hit to the offline and physical brick and mortar business. So
there's a huge debate going on. I think all shopkeepers are pretty unhappy with this.
Exactly. So how did you manage, and of course, what was the idea behind setting up that AI center there in your offline store?
See, for us also, our first store, our store is more of an experience store. Of course, we take bookings, we do everything there, we trial and everything happens. Instant orders also get delivered, but it's more of an experience store. People just from online, they can touch, look and feel. They can look at I'm renting an ex designer's lehenga, and how does it really look? Is it as pretty as it looks on screen? And most of the ethnic outfits look prettier in person than in screen. You touch and feel in real, they are more beautiful. That's the reason. And setting up an AI store, in fact, setting up the first store was really fun. We really enjoyed doing it. And we boast a lot about our technology there. So it's one of the first tech stores in the country. So at the moment we have 2 technologies running. One is pop and show. So all you have to do is just pick up a product and get it in front of the screen, and this product will open up on the screen automatically. So the reason for this is you can see everything. You'll see the model behind the product, you'll see the rental, the designer's name, and most important is you see the measurements, the size range. So if I am size 10 supposedly, and the product range is size 4 to 6, so I know that no point trying it on, it will not fit me.
That's
And on the other hand, we save that, there's a lot of wear and tear on outfits when you try it on and take it off. So that also, that helps us save that. So this is one tech which is up. Second technology is also interesting, which is called Talk to Our Store. So you have to just stand in front of the screen and just speak. Show me red lehengas. So the screen will open all red lehengas. And you can pinpoint, okay, fine, show me this. So a person, whoever's helping you, the sales rep, would pick up the product and show it to you. Otherwise, if it's back at the warehouse, you just get it and show the product to you. So instead of you browsing physically to every outfit, I think just a lot of time just see a screen.
That's great.
So these two techs, our endeavor is to slowly build a salesman free stock. This is not going to happen soon. It might take 2-3 years, but this is the first step. We need to start somewhere. And the third and the most exciting technology, which we are also waiting once it comes down and pick you up and tell you again. So that's called magic mirror. So what's the problem that we saw was when women try out outfits, specifically ethnics, they wear it, they click pictures, they try to see how it looks from the back, and they send those pictures to their friends, their boyfriends, their husbands, and they say ki kaisa lag raha hai. And so now what we have to do is, supposedly I tried out a black dress. And I tried out a red lehenga. So you have to physically try it on. Just stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself, how you're looking, change, wear the other one, again try. So once you've done, all you have to do is just press a button on your app. The mirror gets converted into a screen. And a video of you, a 360-degree video of you in both outfits would start playing simultaneously. And then again at a click of a button, the videos will get sent to your phone. So it's very easy for you to make out, okay, this one is looking nice or not, and probably send it to somebody and just quickly have a word. So this is called magic mirror. So this is coming up, working on that. Maybe out soon.
Yes, that's great. Also, we have Shivani. Shivani who's asking, how can a new business measure brand awareness and the fact that community is growing? Do you think social media numbers are a truly reflection of the same?
No, I don't think so. I think, again, I answered this right away, that your business is a true reflection. Just see what growth in terms of number of orders and number of registered users that you have, number of people who get in touch with you on your customer care, asking about your products. That's the growth. That's how you measure. But it takes time. So don't get disappointed. Like you started some campaign, 1 month, there's no response, I have to just stop it. No, you keep doing it for a while, and then you'll see response. It takes time. Be patient and just keep working. Everything will be sorted.
There is Rajesh. Rajesh is asking, can you tell me if a design person is compulsory in a team going for a funding round?
No. Depends on your business, right? If you suppose your business is that you're making designs for others and that's your business, then you have to have a design person. But if you are not like that, then anything can be outsourced. In fact, you should not burden yourself with salaries unless you really require the person to be working the entire team. You can outsource your designs. A lot of people do that.
There is Vrinda asking a question. Vrinda is asking, how important is to curate your audience when creating a community, and how can a community manager make sure that the audience remains targeted?
The audience remains targeted. When you content, so your content will directly drive your audience. It's a direct proportion. So whatever content you're putting on your community, be it videos, be it written content, be it pictures, so that will attract that kind of audience. That's simple math.
Getting on to there's another question which we received. Shireen is asking, how can you encourage user-generated content from members of community?
Run campaigns on. You can definitely run campaigns. Supposedly, example, they're not doing it, but just giving an example that now it's an ethnic season, so you can probably run a campaign after 3 months, or maybe start running it right now, and for 3 months, then if you put a picture twirling, if you put a video on our page. Twirling in a lehenga or something, there'll be some reward for you, some movie tickets. You don't have to give up you don't have to give a trip to US. It's just small things work. People will do that.
Sure.
You can get content from them. Of course, you can share a picture, get a discount on their next order. All that will work.
That's great. There's another question that we received by Aman Bali. Aman Bali says that I'm a startup owner in home decor and furnishing. My question is, how much of content is enough for me to go on social media? And how much impact does content really make in revenue?
See, again, you cannot quantum it. Like, you can never say that, how much content is enough, because that's not, it's an irrelevant question. All you have to do is have continuous supply of content, and it can be anything. Not necessarily you have to have, a designer makes those 50 images, only those you can upload. You can do a live. You have a store, if you have a store, or you have any shoot area.
Yeah.
While doing those things, just put a video on, this is coming up, this is the new thing which is coming up, put it on. It's a continuous flow of content which is important than the abundance of it. So once you start your page, it should not be left blank for 10, 20 days and nothing coming up. Just the continuous flow would be important. And these days, the content has become easier. Stories. The millennial, nobody's looking at posts anymore. So the in thing is the stories, the Insta stories, the Facebook stories. So putting up something, and it's a very short duration. It's, I think, what, 10 seconds?
The videos, the
Insta story, 10
10 to 15.
10 seconds stories they have. You just put a story, and it can be how your team is working on anything. For us, supposedly, how the back house, the warehouse works. Put a small story on how the warehouse is working. What are we doing? Hygiene measures. What's new in the store? Something coming up, 5-6 pictures. Click and put. Any new customers, how your store is running on a Sunday. You just pick a video and put it on your Instagram. So for you, if it's a decor company, anything new that you created, you can just, stories work very well. So continuous flow is important. Do 1 or 2 stories a day, and that's sufficient.
That's great. Also, there was one question which is like, I'm pretty sure, like, while you were thinking of community building and everything, have you read any books or blogs that you have specifically looked at it, that this is my reference site. If somebody wants to grow, and they can just go back and learn.
Honestly, Melanie, it's after I think I stopped doing the quotes and stopped reading books. But I read a lot of things on the internet. Anything relevant to me, any designer which comes up with something, anything, all that I read up. I read a lot of things which come handy on the phone and all, but I've not been reading books for a long time now. I think you start that back. Start the habit back.
Okay. So there's another question. So, there's a popular saying that brand must become architects of community. And what's your take on community-based driven strategies? So community-driven strategies, for example, let's say that I am into the plants business. Am I going to be just reaching out to the ones who are into the sustainable business? So, in terms of reaching out to community, what kind of strategies shall I just inculcate in my business, and help that can help me grow?
Okay, so you know what? Community is also your target audience. What is a community? So basically a group of people who are interested in your business. That's what you can call like a plain language. And that also changes. It cannot be stagnant. Supposedly I feel group of age group 20 to 30 people rent. That's it. So I'll be just targeting them, I'll forget everything. No, it changes. It changes a lot. And I'll give you a very good example of how I have learned. And I'm going to be writing an article on that also. So it changes. As you said, plants. Now you think that these people are fond of plants, so this is my community. But when the pollution and all that, a lot of people who are never fond of plants have started putting plants in their house. So your community changes. So you can never be stagnant to a particular. You'll have to ever change. It's building a community plus adding more people from a community cannot be on the standard 10 points. It will keep changing. So I'll give you an example on this. So when we were just online and we were not doing pop-ups, a lot of physical pop-ups at the exhibitions and the store. So we thought that our target audience is the millennial. 20 to maybe 40. That's the age group that we thought we are going to be catering. But that's not true. With the store and with physically meeting people, we have demand from a lot of people over 45 to 60 also. But of course, the kind of clothes they wear is different. They will not be wearing tubeless gowns, but they would be wearing saris or gowns, something else. But we never thought that's our audience. Why? Because we were online till now. So that's the audience, like women age group between that, they are not the tech savvy people. They're the market goers.
Yeah.
Or they're exhibition people. So we found them offline. So that, in fact, coming back, it's all of us, like myHQ and we are in the shared economy, right?
Yeah.
So shared economy, they say is gonna be this many dollar market by 2025.
Yeah.
But I feel I'm gonna be adding a lot of many dollars on that. Working on a national, so I'll share that soon.
Sure.
So again, your community, you can't. You have to be. I think whatever business you're in, mostly you'll have to be. Most businesses, I feel that you have to be looking at an online angle as well as an offline angle, in the sense where all can you find your people. You have to find that.
Also, I was just thinking, but since we're talking a lot about community and all that, you must be knowing about that. myHQ is also a 5K community, which is consisting of entrepreneurs, freelancers, digital marketers, and everything. And we try to host events like these so that the questions get answered to them. So, what do you think about, like, working out of a working space, like a co-working space where you have other people from different domains? Apart from that, working at a work cafe where you can just eat also, and apart from that you can work, like it's some food which is tasty, and side by side you're working, and meeting some more people who are into different domain and working in different segments.
Now let me just answer that question somebody asked, do I have to have a designer to get funding? Now you can say yes, I have a designer in my office.
That's interesting, very nice pickup.
So when you're sitting with a lot of people, you collab and work. And for us, for a startup world, people starting collaborations work the best. People who are not bloggers don't pay for everything. Work barter. It works. It works pretty well. I'm good at something, you're good at something. Let's just switch. I'll help you. I'll be this way. I can reach out to her community members, and this way she can reach out to my community members, who can be our target. Maybe some of them, some percentage could be our target audiences each for us.
Yeah.
So shared economy, I really think it's a very smart idea to do it. And as it is, the world is moving from owning to just having and letting it go. So you don't really need to stick like. I kind of like the idea of co-working spaces. You meet so many people, and you don't have the burden of financially also. You don't have the burden of pure saal ka rent, pure saal ka electricity, so much, and then you can move from place to place too. These days, salespeople, I don't know, again, the business, whatever business you're in, I'm in West Delhi, I'm targeting West Delhi people. I move to South Delhi, I have business meetings there. So 6 months here, 6 months there, then move to Gurgaon, if that is your kind of business. And even if that's not kind of your business, but it's like a hotel room, right? You obviously prefer that. Everything is taken care of, you don't have to do anything. And you pay less also. I think it's a good analogy.
That's great. Also, I was thinking, what is the best part of being in this particular business? If you for us, for myHQ, it's seen some startups grow from their 2-member team to 15-member team, and then we see that, and we sometimes these guys come to us and be like, now we from one flexible seat, we're moving to a team plan. So we just go like, wow, that's a good thing. So this is our best feeling that we can have. What is your in your company? What is your best feeling? Best part of being in your business?
I think every moment is really amazing. From I've done every phase of my business, from deliveries to packing to everything I've done myself, and it's just fun. You have a new member in the team. Okay. I'm going back here. So when you talk about going from 2 to 20, again, co-working spaces can help you find your best people for your team. They can do that, right? You meet so many people, and when you're working, around and around, you kind of understand people. Rather than just one interview. Okay, coming back to your question, building anything from scratch is beautiful. I think it is beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling, and when you're creating something which other people are liking it, and they feel that any service that you're providing is really beneficial for them, and they come back again and they say, it's amazing how millennials, the people are changing. Youngsters, instead of spending 50,000 rupees on a friend की शादी का लेगा, they will probably go for a vacation. And apart from the youngsters, even the elders, I interact with my customers a lot. So even for the elders, when there's an option of they're looking for their daughter's wedding, so if you give them an option, instead of buying a 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupee lehenga, why don't you just rent it out in 10, 15,000 or something, whatever the amount is. So, and instantly you see that they're listening to you.
Yes.
And then they say, yeah, in that much money we might just buy her some gold instead of wasting on clothes.
Yes, and I think it's a very sustainable business as well. I mean, I've seen some documentaries which is all about getting getting the clothes, and of course it gets wasted. Just like us, for us, there are so many buildings which are empty, and that's why we curate them into co-working spaces where people can just work
That's true.
and then collaborate.
And I think we save the environment also.
So yeah, it's not just so much for sustainable purposes. Also, we're doing something for the mother Earth. There is another question that we received that is which I asked was, but considering multiplayers in the renting apparel business, how you worked on creating your own community? Because sometimes it happens like you might have duplicate community, like acquisition of sometimes the same audience, or like reaching out to more people. So how did you manage to do this?
Again, service. I think service. We don't compromise on the service. We just make our users very happy. Just so that they come back. Our people are trained to. So I tell you what when I keep talking about service in terms of my business, what is the service that we give?
Sure.
Any particular, talking about ethnic, somebody rents out something, the outfit is custom fit to their size, is delivered to their house, and usually our people carry a small steamer, they iron it, we make our person try it right there. In case of alteration issues, we try and re-alter it. And finally, when they're trying it done, our delivery person would hang it in the hanger, put it there, finally steam iron it, put it in a pristine condition, and only when the customer is satisfied, we leave the house.
Okay.
So this is the service that we offer. So I really feel that, that's it. I think you just need to be doing what you're doing the best, so you can retain more people. And collection categories. If you have to just keep updating new stocks and everything.
Yeah, I was just wondering one question, like Ashley, that I kept for me. Like, what do you think is the major drawback when it comes to community development in your business? Do you feel that there is any kind of setback or a drawback when you were setting up a community like this? Stereotypes played a role or something?
Initially, yes. Because when we just launched the June, July beta launch, when we launched the website, we had all of a sudden we had a lot of orders, and we didn't understand, and immediately we realized that people thought they bought it.
Yeah.
Everybody who ordered from the site, they just thought they bought it.
Okay.
Because then we had to really mention rent everywhere on the portal.
Okay.
So this was one of the initial. People are not used to renting out. They're renting out a dress, renting out a lehenga. They were not used to it.
Yeah.
So this was our first hiccup here.
Okay.
And slowly, gradually, we moved towards cleaning it all. And this space is really beautiful, and people are accepting it. Rentals are no big deal. People like it.
Yeah. That's that. Last question, actually, I guess. Yes.
Subscription also would like to talk about.
Yes. So it'd be great if you can make it more descriptive way, that how is it different from other portals which is currently there on which are currently available in India, and do you have any international competitor also which you are taking as a consideration and learnings from there? So this is something like that.
Yes, international company is Rent the Runway, the US-based company. So how we are different from other? Of course, we are one of the pioneers in the space in the country. But how we are different is we are doing a lot of westerns.
Sure.
Which means a lot of party wear, a lot of vacation wear, Friday night, Saturday night, all that sorted.
Okay.
Goa trips, your Miami trips, all that sorted.
Yeah.
So we're doing a lot of westerns and vacation wear. And ethnic is, of course, it has to be there. Ethnic is in demand and everybody wants it.
Yeah.
Then for westerns, we're doing subscription.
Sure.
Which is at the moment, the fashion subscription package is only for Delhi at the moment. So this is basically in 4,000 rupees a month, you get 3 boxes. You get 3 items.
Okay.
You get 3 items at one go.
Okay.
Which consists of 1 box. So 2 dresses and 1 accessory makes 1 box. You choose from the site. It is delivered to you. And when you're done using it, you swap those products with fresh ones. Our team will deliver a new box to you and take back the old one. And this exchange can happen unlimited times in a month.
Alright.
Unlimited times, which means that you can rent more than 60 products in 4,000 rupees a month.
Wow.
So basically, you don't need a closet anymore.
That's great. Also, like I was thinking, and this question was like, I think will help out a lot of brands to decide whether they would want to invest a lot on community, just like it helped you in your business, like for others also. So, can community remove the major pillars of marketing and promotion? Like, ever is it possible? Do you think there's a scope that people now, earlier it was not being like looked at as a very serious issue, like for example if somebody has to do marketing and promotions for a brand, they used to largely think of the bigger things, like they never reached out to their own people. So now currently, because of social media and everything, they're currently working on community development. So do you think that it can like actually remove marketing and promotion and like take a larger chunk in the budgets?
I think yes. Yes, large chunk in the budget, yes, but you can't say completely remove because there are other ways of marketing.
Sure.
It's not just digital marketing. You're sometimes putting up some exhibitions, you're marketing in a different way for a different reason.
Sure.
That will stay, of course, because your aim is different. But yeah, it can totally, you don't need to pay for Facebook ads. When you have your entire set at one place and you just need to put what you want to tell them.
Yeah.
Don't need to pay for all that.
That's great. Also, any keynotes that you would like to share with our attendees?
I just think just do whatever you guys are doing, and I'm at LinkedIn. You can add me, ask questions all the time, and available on phone also for some time.
So I would like to thank you, Aanchal, for taking this important time out from your schedule. And so it was pleasure having you. Apart from that, I would like to thank everybody out here and who like shared their questions and who's there online with us and they have seen us. Apart from that, thank you for the session. Hope you all we have answered all your queries, and if you have anything like in terms of any questions which is related to community or anything related to marketing from like if you are in a startup phase and you're facing anything issues, like any issues, you can reach out to us, message us, DM. We are available on Instagram, myHQ. You can check out us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as myHQ Workspaces. Apart from that, as you know, that we curate sessions and workshops every month, which is for skill development and enhancement. Apart from that, if you like to follow us and if you are that Insta-worthy person, go follow us on Instagram. And yeah, we know that myHQ Workspaces and at life at myHQ is just not simple. It's every time very different, and just like how It BAE makes your lifestyle very different from one day to another. So on that note, we take a bye from our users because we're going to be talking a lot about fashion now, and hope to see you in our next session. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you.